Welcome to this lecture on research design and methodology. This lesson forms the backbone of every successful research project. Today, we will explore what research design is, why it matters, the different kinds of designs, and how methodology guides the entire research process. This knowledge is essential for becoming a competent and confident nurse researcher. Research design is the blueprint of a study. It outlines how data will be collected, measured, and analyzed. A strong design ensures that your study answers its research questions effectively, minimizes bias, and maximizes credibility. Without a clear design, research becomes unfocused and unreliable. Research design matters because it gives structure and direction to your study. It clarifies your research questions, determines your variables, and helps choose the right participants and tools. Importantly, design also ensures that all procedures follow ethical and scientific standards. The main components of research design include your research questions, the variables you intend to study, the sample you will work with, and the data collection and analysis methods you plan to use. Ethical considerations, such as informed consent and confidentiality, must also be integrated at every stage. There are several types of research designs. Exploratory studies investigate new or unclear problems. Descriptive studies document characteristics or conditions. Correlational studies explore relationships between variables. Experimental designs test cause and effect relationships through manipulation. And case studies provide deep insights into a particular individual, group, or phenomenon. Exploratory research is conducted when little is known about a problem. The goal is not to provide final answers, but to explore possibilities and generate hypotheses for future studies. Descriptive research seeks to provide a clear snapshot of a situation or population. It does not attempt to explain why things happen or establish relationships. Instead, it focuses solely on documenting what exists. For example, determining the prevalence of a certain behavior, demographic characteristics, or patterns of practice are all descriptive in nature. It is essential for generating baseline knowledge. Correlational research examines whether two or more variables move together. It is important to emphasize that correlation does not mean causation. A relationship may exist, but it does not automatically indicate that one variable causes the other. This design is vital for identifying patterns that may be explored further in experimental studies. Experimental research is considered the gold standard for determining causality. By manipulating an independent variable and observing its effect on a dependent variable, while controlling external factors, researchers can establish cause and effect relationships. Randomization and control groups are key features in maintaining internal validity. This design is frequently used in scientific, medical, and psychological research. A case study offers a detailed and comprehensive examination of a single case, whether an individual, an organization, or an event. It aims to understand real-life situations and complexities that cannot be captured with broader quantitative methods. Case studies are invaluable in fields where context deeply influences behavior or outcomes. Next, research methodology refers to the overall strategy and justification for how research is conducted. It includes your theoretical underpinnings, the methods you use to collect and analyze data, and the rationale for choosing them. Unlike research design, which is the blueprint, methodology explains the philosophical and procedural foundations that validate your approach. Let's compare between qualitative and quantitative research methods. First, qualitative research focuses on understanding human experiences, perceptions, and social realities. It involves non-numerical data like narratives, observations, and interviews. While quantitative research, in contrast, involves numerical data, measurable variables, and statistical analysis. It aims to quantify relationships and test hypotheses. Both approaches are rigorous and valuable. The choice depends on the nature of the research question. Mixed methods research combines both qualitative and quantitative approaches to produce a more complete understanding of the research problem. This method is especially beneficial when one type of data alone cannot fully capture the complexity of the issue. Mixed methods can validate findings through triangulation and bring depth and breadth to the analysis. There are various techniques for collecting research data. Surveys and questionnaires are widely used for quantitative studies and allow data collection from large samples. Interviews, whether structured or unstructured, provide rich, in-depth qualitative data. Observations allow researchers to examine behavior in natural settings. Experiments involve manipulating variables, while document analysis extracts information from existing written records. The chosen technique must align with your research design and objectives. Data analysis involves transforming raw information into meaningful insights. Quantitative analysis uses statistical techniques such as descriptive statistics, inferential tests like t-tests, chi-square, ANOVA, and regression. Qualitative analysis involves coding, categorizing, and identifying themes or patterns. The rigor of analysis determines the strength and validity of your results. Ethics is a critical part of research methodology. Researchers must obtain informed consent, ensuring participants fully understand the purpose, risks, and rights involved, including the right to withdraw at any time. Confidentiality must be strictly protected through secure data handling. Researchers must also avoid physical, emotional, or psychological harm. Transparency, honesty, and respect for human dignity are the foundation of ethical research practice. To summarize, research design provides the structural blueprint of your study, while methodology offers the philosophical and procedural justification for how you conduct the research. Different designs serve different purposes, from exploration to explanation. Data collection and analysis methods must align with your objectives. Finally, ethical considerations ensure that research protects participants and upholds integrity. Mastering these components is essential for producing high-quality, credible research. We will now move on to a set of 5 practice questions to help you assess your understanding of research design and methodology. After each question, I will discuss the correct answer along with the rationale behind it. Feel free to pause the video if you want additional time to think or review each item. Here is question 1. Which statement best describes a research design? The correct answer is C. A blueprint that guides how a study will be conducted. A research design is not just a tool or a set of procedures. It is the comprehensive blueprint that outlines how the research study will address its questions, including sampling, data collection, measurement, and analysis. Research design ensures that the study is systematic, valid, and credible. Options A and B describe specific parts of the process, not the whole structure. Option D refers to the end of the research report. For question 2, a researcher is studying a topic with very limited existing literature. The correct answer is D. Exploratory research. Exploratory designs are used when the research problem is not yet clearly defined. They are flexible, open-ended, and aim to generate initial insights or hypotheses. Exploratory research is particularly helpful for pioneering studies where deeper understanding is still needed before more structured methods can be applied. Now let's go to question 3. What distinguishes experimental research from correlational studies? The correct answer is C. It manipulates the independent variable to determine cause and effect. Experimental research is the only design that can establish causality. By manipulating variables and controlling external factors, researchers can observe how changes in one variable directly affect another. In contrast, correlational research identifies relationships but cannot conclude that one variable causes another. For question 4, the researcher collects in-depth interviews to understand lived experiences. The correct answer is D. Qualitative methodology. Qualitative research focuses on meaning, experiences, and context. Interviews, especially when exploring personal or social realities, are inherently qualitative. Qualitative data is non-numerical and analyzed through thematic approaches. This makes option D the most appropriate choice. And finally, question 5. What is the primary ethical responsibility in research involving humans? The correct answer is C. Protect participants through informed consent and confidentiality. Ethical research prioritizes participants' rights, safety, and dignity. Ethical and legal aspects stresses informed consent, voluntary participation, confidentiality, and minimizing harm as fundamental requirements. Ensuring positive findings, or convenience, is never an ethical obligation. The protection of participants is always the top priority. This concludes our lecture on research design and methodology. Thank you for joining today's session. I hope this presentation helped strengthen your understanding. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to NurseNextStation for more nursing quizzes, lectures, and study guides. NurseNextStation, nurturing future nurses, one quiz at a time. See you in our next lesson.